Well, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about Abend Hafen Tree Farm and what we're doing here on the farm. We actually use a multiple use concept as far as our management goes, and the things that we're trying to do here are both agricultural, forestry. Uh, the timber management is very important to us, and everything we do in the timber management, we're also doing wildlife management. Some of the other uses that we have for the farm are hunting and fishing and wildlife photography, bird watching, and a big one is conservation education. One of the things we've done, because people will see different things depending on what time of year they're here, we've put some boards together to kind of show what we have done and some of the help that we've had. And this particular board here, all the placards you see here are different organizations that have helped us throughout the years. There's lots of help, both private and government help. Where I'm standing here today used to be this cabin that was in 1972 when I first bought this place. The timber was cut over woodland, and so these are my wife's favorite photographs. It kind of shows how far we've come. We've had a couple major timber harvests. One in 1988. It was 22 acres cut in here, and today those trees are 30 years old. So here you see a big hole in the woods. When we go back there, you're going to see a new forest. Our most recent harvest was 10 years ago, 2010. We cut 14 acres here behind the house. Harvest, we work with the county forester. There's cost share assistance to replant, to reforest areas. And we probably use just about every federal and state program there is to help us. It's not a cheap venture, so the government wants to maintain our land in forestry and forests. So they're always willing to help. But one of the things we do once we replant loblolly pine is once it gets reestablished, that stand may need spraying to manage the hardwoods. Loblolly pine are what they call an intolerant species. They don't like shade, and that's what makes them shoot straight up. They're all competing for that sunlight. So what they normally do when they harvest a big hardwood tree, it's going to shoot sprouts off of that old stump. Pine trees don't do that. They sprout from seeds. Normally we buy seedlings at the state nursery, and that's what was done in when we both times we harvested timber. But they have crews that move around the United States just doing that kind of work. The crew that came in and replanted this last 14 acres, they were in, it was about a dozen guys.
Yeah.
They were in and out of here in 3 hours and planted almost 10,000 trees.
By hand.
How big is this farm?
Right now, our farm is 106 acres, but we're only managing 46 acres in timber.
Okay.
The rest of it is fields and wildlife impoundments, waterfowl impoundments. As I said, we try to manage for wildlife. So when we do these timber harvests, we don't do a full clear cut. We always manage to save a number of big oaks and beech trees for the nuts and for the wildlife.
Right.
Squirrels, deer, turkeys. It's just a variety of the wildlife that we see here on the farm, and that's our motto up top there. We don't care what it is. If it's slither, crawl, walk, leap, climb, fly, we'll take a picture of it.
Right.
So this is, every season there's something different.
They're really little.
Yeah, so with the deer, we also have three different kinds of squirrels. Gray squirrels, the Delmarva fox squirrel, which used to be on the endangered species list, but it's taken off a few years ago.
And we have
And then we have flying squirrels.
You have flying squirrels?